So we're just going to bother you one last thing. And I'm going to start with Danyal because I know he hates this the most. So Danyal, what's your prediction regarding who is going to be the highest wicket taker of PSL 8?
Highest wicket taker? Shaheen Afridi.
What about you, Dan?
Just going through the squads, you know what? It's unoriginal, but it's hard to look past Shaheen Afridi for sure.
Okay, Ali Tareen.
I agree, Shaheen. I've already have him down. I think because we're expecting batting friendly conditions, I think the highest wicket taker is likely the person who's opening the bowling. So I think people are going to be wanting to hit out a lot. So Shaheen being one of the best new ball bowlers on earth, so it's hard to look past him. And in any tournament, I always pick a left-arm pacer as the highest wicket taker. Statistically, they're always the top or near the top. So Shaheen is my pick.
What about you, Behram? Who do you pick?
So everyone's gone with Shaheen, but I think that he's just coming off an injury. And for that reason, I'm going to go with Naseem Shah.
What about you, Ali Khan?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Naseem. I actually think Naseem is a little bit better than Shaheen. And I think overall he will become a little bit better than Shaheen. But I'm going to go for a bigger Zag. So I'm actually not going to go with Naseem, even though I think that's probably... I'm going to go with Amir, right? Let's go with it's like end of...
Big call.
All right.
Guys, I'm going to sneak in a second prediction here. If he gets game time, if the same game time as everyone else, Ihsanullah.
All right.
Ooh, interesting. So
Also,
I'm gonna go different
Amir's
from
going to
all
be-
of you. Yeah, go ahead, Danyal.
If Amir is going to be the lead wicket taker, he's going to have to do it in the group stage, isn't he?
So Danyal doesn't see Karachi going to playoff. So I am actually I'm gonna go way off from all of you guys, and I think Shadab Khan is going to be the key, the lead wicket taker of PSL 8. So let's go ahead with the highest run scorer. Dan Weston, we're coming to you. Who do you think will be the most impactful batsman in this PSL?
Well, we're in a kind of a league where there's so many replacement players, so it obviously makes sense to pick a player who's going to be around the whole time in the tournament, and obviously that leads you down the road of domestic players such as Mohammad Rizwan or Babar Azam. I'm going to go with Babar Azam.
Right. What about you, Danyal?
Yeah, I'm struggling to look past Babar. I was going to say, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be the best player because the highest run scorer isn't. But yeah, Babar does this year in, year out. Yeah, I can't, I'm struggling to look past him. Yeah.
What about you, Ali Tareen? Do you reckon it's going to be Babar or somebody else this time?
I agree with Dan's point. Obviously, availability is a huge thing. So I wanted to go with Riley Rasool, but I'm going to go with Mohammad Rizwan.
Okay, Ali Khan.
Yeah, I think if it's about accumulation, then obviously Babar and Rizwan will probably lead that race. But if it's about impact, I really want to, I want to go with Saeem Ayub, right? I want to see kind of what the best version of that is, because I think he's hugely talented. He's a real superstar in my opinion.
I think Hijaab mentioned two different things. She said most impactful batsman and then highest run scorer. Those are two starkly different things. And I think I'm going to go with Mohammad Rizwan as the leading run scorer because he's done that, year in, year out now for 2 consecutive years for Pakistan. So he's my pick for highest run scorer. And if I'm to think of the most impactful player this PSL, I want to go with Iftikhar Ahmed. All right. Let me see what else we have on the agenda with respect to
Next
predictions.
one is all-rounder of the tournament.
All-rounder of the tournament. Then we'll start with you, Ali.
This time I'm going with, on this question, I'm going with Shadab Khan or Hasaranga. A wrist spinner who can bat is worth his weight in gold in T20 tournaments. So it's either Shadab or Hasaranga.
Perfect. Hijaab, you didn't give your prediction for highest run scorer, so you can give your prediction for that and then your best all-rounder for PSL 8.
So highest run scorer, I think, will be Iftikhar Ahmed for me. I think he is going to blow everybody out in the park this PSL. So I know it's a bold prediction, but it's a prediction. So what are you going to do about it? So let's see what happens there. And so for me, it's Ifti Mania who's going to rock this PSL.
All right. Dan, what about you? Best all-rounder of the tournament? And also, sorry, Hijaab, I think you didn't answer with respect to the best all-rounder.
Without a doubt, best all-rounder. I don't think there's anybody else. I don't rate anybody else as high as I do Shadab Khan. So he's going to be the best all-rounder.
All right, Dan?
Yeah, I agree with what everyone else has said, really. I mean, it's difficult to look past Shadab Khan. As Ali said, it's players like that are worth their weight in gold. Someone who can bat anywhere in the top 7 and bowl 4 high quality overs more often than not. I think if I'm going to go, I'm going to go with Shadab, but if I'm going to go for kind of more of a rogue pick, he's kind of a Lahore legend, and he's been playing pretty well recently. So maybe David Visa might have a good tournament as well as an all-rounder.
He's been amongst the wickets, hasn't he, in the ILT20, I believe. Danyal, your all-rounder of the tournament for PSL 8?
I think if Rashid Khan had been available for longer, I might have been tempted to go with him, even though he didn't have the best SA20. He was unplayable for however long he was available last year at the PSL. I might have gone with him, but just the availability issue. It's just really difficult to say anyone but Shadab.
And Ali Khan, you can go on with your prediction as well for the all-rounder of the tournament.
Yeah, I think obviously Shadab. I think it's hard to zag away from him. It's between him and Nawaz. I'd certainly like to see some of the fast bowling all-rounders, specifically on the Pakistan side, do more or be asked to do more. But I don't think that's going to be the case. So definitely Shadab. He's when you think about the word superstar, I know we throw that word around a lot, but in T20 cricket, Shadab is definitely a superstar.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Shadab Khan in T20 cricket and even ODI cricket for me is akin to gold dust, and he's going to be my pick as well for all-round of the tournament. Hijab, you want to continue with the predictions?
Oh, yeah. So we're just going to go straight to the big prediction. And again, I'm going to start with Danyal. Danyal, who do you think is playing the final this time?
The final? I think I'm going to go with Quetta versus Islamabad.
And who's winning that, by the way?
I'm going to go with Quetta.
Right. What about you, Ali Khan? Who do you see playing the final?
Multan versus Karachi in the final.
And do you see Karachi winning?
No, definitely not.
No. Okay. So Multan is winning as far as Ali Khan is concerned. What about you, Dan? Who do you see playing the big finale?
For me, it's between 3 teams. Definitely Quetta, and I think either Islamabad or Lahore Qalandars. You're looking at Quetta, Lahore, the 2 best bowling attacks. Islamabad, who have definitely got the best bench strength, I think, in the tournament. And in a tournament where there's going to be a lot of inconsistent selection because of the replacement players and people jetting in and out, having a strong bench strength, especially for the local players as well, is really, really important. So I'm going to go with Quetta versus Islamabad.
And do you see Islamabad winning?
It's a complete coin flip.
Okay, so 50-50. It's either Quetta or Islamabad for Dan. What about you, Ali Tareen? Who do you see playing the big final?
My dream final would be Multan versus Karachi, so I hope Ali Khan is right. But I predict is going to be Multan and Quetta. Obviously, I'm biased towards Multan, so if I don't say Multan, I would say Quetta versus Lahore, 2 best bowling attacks.
Right. And who do you see? Do you see Lahore defending their title here in the final?
Yeah, I do. If they're in the final,
okay,
I think they're going to win it.
Okay, so a lot of different teams here. Behram, go ahead with your final teams, and who do you see getting their hands on that Supernova trophy this time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I have to look at all teams, I think that Karachi and Peshawar might be the 2 teams that would miss out on the playoffs. But again, these are all predictions, and T20 cricket is a funny game. So you never know if you find Peshawar and Karachi in the final, for all we know. But I feel like Multan versus Quetta seems like an educated prediction for the final. And I would back Quetta to win that.
Right. So I'll just end with my own prediction. I see Islamabad playing Quetta in the final, and I really want Islamabad to win, but I think Quetta is winning this season of PSL 8. And I think nevertheless, whoever wins, I think this is going to be one hell of a cracking season when it comes to the cricket. And like Dan, started the whole session saying that it's just PSL happening now. So all focus will be on this tournament, one of the best leagues in the world.